Dave Roberts now available. First question from Dave Bassett. Go ahead, Dave.
Dave, today's a bullpen game, and in 19 of your games already, your bullpens had to cover half of the game. Is that concerning, or because of the short season, it's not as troublesome?
It's not. I think our bullpen has performed very well. I think it's not concerning given the fact that we have extra relievers. I think that you start to kind of look at the usage in comparison to past years when we've had 8 relievers, where we've had 11 at times. So I think the workload management for every guy is where it needs to be, and some guys are even underworked. So this is a game, yeah, we got to use a bullpen, but where guys are at with usage, I feel very comfortable.
So you feel like you guys are still in a good position, not only just for the rest of the regular season, but going into October?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
The Padres are playing a doubleheader today. You guys are 3 games ahead of them as things stand right now. Do you embrace a potential pennant race, or do you not even acknowledge that side of things going down the stretch here?
No, we better embrace it as a pennant race. You know, the goal is to win the division every year. And right now those guys are playing as good a baseball as anybody, in the big leagues, playing a lot of confidence. And so, yeah, they have a doubleheader today, but they're going to be ready. They're going to be ready for us. So I expect us to have that same intensity.
How pivotal do you think the outcomes of today's games are, what they do and what you guys do as far as the rest of the regular season?
I don't know if there's necessarily a correlation. I thought yesterday I was pleased because I thought we played 8.5 innings of very good baseball, and we didn't finish it out. And I expect us to do the same thing today. And if we do that, we'll be fine. As far as kind of the correlation, once we get there, they play us tough. They've always played us tough. So it'll be a separate series in itself. But I just want us to play good baseball.
Thanks, Dave.
Yep.
Next question from Jorge Castillo. Go
ahead. Dave, why Brusdar to at least pick up that first inning?
Yeah, I think with Brusdar, there's 4 out of 3 or 4 or 5 are right-hand hitters. And I just like him getting there, getting a run of right-handers to kind of hopefully put up a 0 in that first inning, and then going forward, sort of matching up with the other 9 guys in the pen that we have available.
Do you see today as like maybe audition might be the wrong word, practice run for maybe a situation where you will use a bullpen game in October, or is this sort of just an independent, isolated game?
No, it's independent in the sense that you really don't have a bulk guy, which typically in bullpen games, and if we were to do something like this, you still have a bulk guy to take down 3 or 4 innings. But it is something where I like the way that you can kind of play matchups throughout the game and keep guys fresh and working and put them in position to have success.
How did Kelly look in his sim game?
Joe looked good. So from the one he had here, call it 10 days ago, then the one he had at SC, and then yesterday, I thought it was good. So he's going to throw a bullpen, I think tomorrow, and with hope to get him activated here within the week.
And lastly, with Pedro, how did he look last night to you? And do you see him as sort of 100%? And will you be going to him as you have over the years?
I do see him at 100% physically. I thought that last fastball to Reddick was the best fastball he threw last night. I thought there was a couple good sliders in there, a couple good changeups he left the one to, he left a changeup, slider up, but it was his first outing. So I thought it was a good outing for him. And, you know, everyone knows my trust that I have in Pedro. So yeah, I'll continue to use him in leverage.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Next question from Ron. From Ron Kabner. Go ahead, Ron.
Hey, Dave, with that kind of weird Friday off day and then Julio going 6, is everyone available out of the bullpen, or do you have any guys down for tonight?
Yeah. Everyone's available. So certainly Julio pitching the way he did opened some things up for us tonight.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Next question's from Eric Steven. Go ahead, Eric.
Dave, yesterday, Dustin May talked about getting together with Mark Pryor and you and the staff about sort of a plan. Is there a plan in place for when he might throw again and or might pitch?
Yeah, so I think the first hurdle, Eric, is we're going to get him in the pen today. He's going to throw a light side. And then Mitchell White is throwing to some hitters today, Justin Turner namely, and Max Muncy at 145. And he's going to throw 4 innings. And then so in between one of those innings, we're going to get Dustin on the field to simulate some PFPs and taking some balls off the bat from a coach and making some plays just so we can check the box as far as fielding his own position and also the box of getting off the mound. And if that checks out fine, you know, seeing the start, you know, middle of next week seems very possible, Wednesday in particular.
And then with White, I guess going the 4 innings today, you would still have to account for something on Friday, I guess would be today's rotation spot, right? Is that sort of the
That's right. That's right. Correct.
Okay.
Correct. So that's right, Eric.
Thanks.
Yes, sir.
Thanks, Doc. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, guys.